And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To Genty. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
7 Pirates, 7 Dragon 60. Come on, Mustang 19, 18, Panther 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
19 tight, 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready?
Here's the snap on 4th. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it inside the 25. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 70 Rangers, Buffalo 18.
1st down, play action. He's got it at the 5. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and goal
in the red zone now. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Cut for big yards on the right side. Down to the 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
60.
They're going play action. Connecting on a slant. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Ready.
Right side, quick pass, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Number 3. A gain of 2.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Warriors 70.
Pass play now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. That's him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
It's a turnover on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it in the double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He gets this one against him. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. And from their own side of the field, they're going to risk it here on 4th. They're going for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right in the hook to try and pick them up. That's a after that miscue on 40.
And slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And stick it in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Ready?
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He throws a bullet to the center. This is caught inside the 15. A 28-yard pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
On the jump.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. Viking 8. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the red zone on 1st. Brought in by his back here with Shenty. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy. He had no gain on that first down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Offense in a hurry up here.
1st down. A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Texans.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now looking to throw. Finds him on the slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. The game will be a first down, Texans.
35-yard line.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. All set to go now from the 35. Back to pass on 1st and 10. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans tie things up at 14. From his own end zone, here we go. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
And off to Genty. Cuts right. When this gets close to the red zone, he is inside the 25. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Dragon 60. 18, 5 in. Motion. Reset.
Pass play coming here. On the move, headed right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Ready.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, cut 19. 2. 70 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some late points and the lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
And the Texans first down.
Throwing from the gun here. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Short pass brought in. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. They are throwing it again. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Running back sent in motion left. He'll work against the blitz. Raiders close it in, and down he goes. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. Picked up a good chunk, but they stop him shy of the first. It's 4th and short.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Light.
4th down, they're going to throw for it. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game at 21. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Rig alert, rig alert. 19 Charger, 19 Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Throwing from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that. This still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
70.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. That's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. And the defender comes away with it. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I know, there's a flag on the play. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is from 35 out on the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. The play fake, he'll throw. Gets it downfield, on target to Gadsden. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Looking to throw here. Setting up the running back screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Working quickly here.
At the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, great.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Genty on the give. He's headed right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He was taken down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
18 Rattler. Ready?
They'll throw 3rd and long. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
A number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
4th and forever coming up.
Let's go. Cougar 19, Buffalo 18, Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Before that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. This one's caught. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
They call pass on second and goal. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Got to manage 3 yards here. Third and goal. Trying to throw this from the gun. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to fourth and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's trying to push the field. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Texans get it back on the final play of the quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over 1 final quarter. First down from the 42. Airing it out to start this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Another throw here on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they do get it. Gain of 26 yards there. And it'll be first down, Houston. Hand off now from the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Throwing it on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the second. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
8 yards to go.
He's back to throw. It's his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They're going to try with the wideout. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Went into their bag of tricks just a little bit there. The surprise handoff, not enough to get the touchdown. I'll tell you what, I'm kind of excited to see the next wrinkle off that one because I don't think that was just a one-off.
They give it to him up the middle. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Raiders 24.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
60 by 19 Lions. Go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35.
19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw here on 1st down. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a 10-yard play. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 45-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing on 2nd. Buys time, rolling right. Looking right, throwing deep. Oh no, they get him yet again. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing. Like, stop throwing. You see that out loud?
No, that was out loud. Yeah. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. going to pass it here. Has it downfield, working the left. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be a first down, Texans. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This is a heater going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You want to throw it into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Try to set this up quick.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 12 yards. And it's third down.
19
Here he goes, third and long. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch a college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Hauls in this punt at the 8. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Here we go. Set. 19. Bronco 80. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's complete inside the 35. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Raiders 31.
Down to score. Less than 45 seconds left. They know they need to get this back. And the Texans get on this kick, and that should do it for this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
They'll run here on first down. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to the well again. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
70 Rangers, 19 Tigers, 19, 60 Bobcats, 60. Get it. Ready, run.
Genty from the gun. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
And the Raider first down.
Put the body on the line for his team.
That's another Raiders first down.
Here he goes, one final shot. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Texans will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. So the Texans come away with a road win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those C's over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest out, he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete. Your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, legends, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the Wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. And the